Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This week I'm going to do a capsule wardrobe style challenge. Last week on Instagram I asked you for the 5 occasions that you would like to see me style my capsule wardrobe for. So I have chosen the most popular of all the requests and I'm going to put some outfits together for you. Hopefully you'll see how much easier styling outfits for occasions, and a lot of them are like last minute occasions as well. Hopefully you'll see how much easier a capsule wardrobe can make that stress, like when you've got a wedding coming up and you've no idea what to wear, so you're running around the shops trying to find a brand new outfit, browsing online like a crazy woman. Or even just going out with friends or just running errands, just even the simplest act of getting up in the morning and feeling like you have nothing to wear. I'm going to show you how I style your requests. If you haven't seen my full year-round capsule wardrobe run through, I will put a link to that so that you might want to watch that first. Okay, let's do it. So the first most popular request was an afternoon running errands. For that I would turn to a much loved, tried and tested outfit formula, which is what I'm wearing right now. So straight cut jeans, high-waisted, and a long sleeve cotton tee. I like my jeans to be high-waisted specifically. I like them right up because I am an hourglass body shape and I'm quite short as well. So it makes my legs look a little bit longer, and I like to try and accentuate what I've got. Also like my jeans to be a little bit shorter in the leg. Again, because I'm short, I'm only 5'2", I think showing a little bit of ankle does make my legs look longer. Pair that with some socks and trainers just for super comfort, because for me, comfort is king. And usually a long sleeve top over a short sleeve t-shirt, just because I prefer a long sleeve. It's just a personal preference that I've got. If it's really, really hot, obviously I will wear a short sleeve t-shirt, but usually you're more likely to find me in a long sleeve. If it was really cold, I would put coat on, probably the sleeping bag waterproof hooded coat, so I could stay nice and cozy while I was rushing around doing errands. And it depends like what I was doing. So if I had like parcels to take or things to drop off, stuff to pick up, I would probably take my backpack as well. I try and actually go out without a bag wherever I can. I don't know, I just like to travel around nice and light. So yeah, that would be an afternoon of running errands. Really, really simple, really, really comfy. That's how I like to dress. So that one was quite easy because that's what I wear most days anyway. Number 2 was the dreaded wedding situation, and I chose what I wore to my best friend Emma's wedding last year in the south of France. I actually thought it was going to be a lot hotter than it was, but it wasn't a hot day at all. It was very similar to a typical UK climate over there last year, so I was absolutely fine in that. And I always like to go for a dress, because a dress to me is an outfit in itself. It gives me a lot less to think about, and the less I've got to think about when it comes to clothes, the better. Again, it's got a sleeve, half sleeve, just because I prefer that look on me. I don't particularly like having my shoulders or my arms out. It's not that I hate my arms or anything, I just seem to be more comfortable with a little bit of a sleeve, so that's what I wear. And I put that with a pair of clog sandals, because at a wedding you need to think about comfort. I'm going to talk about comfort quite a lot in this video, I think, but you know, it's a full day. I don't want my feet to ache. I don't want to have to take my shoes off. I want to be as comfortable as possible for the entire day. I'm not a heels person. I took a crossbody bag with me just so that I had somewhere to put my phone and lip balm. I think I had a lipstick as well. If it was a winter wedding, then I would just stick a coat over the top. But I don't go to many winter weddings. I don't go to many weddings, so that's why I don't have many occasion items in my wardrobe. Like the dress that I'm wearing for the wedding will also have to serve as a dress that I would wear on a date night, going out to a brunch, nice day out. It has to have at least 4 purposes really for it to work its way into my wardrobe. So it's not just a dress for a wedding, but it's a dress that would do for a wedding. And I wouldn't buy a new outfit for every wedding that I go to. I'm actually quite proud of the fact that I have clothes that are versatile. And if I found a dress that I love to wear and doesn't necessarily go out of style, then again I'm gonna own that. I'm not gonna feel the pressure to have to wear something new. I think that is a big lie that we're sold at the minute. There is nothing wrong with repeating a beautiful outfit that you are comfortable in. The dress it is very low, very, very low cut. I think it's probably because I'm quite sure on the model, on the website, it didn't look as low. So I do put a slip underwear under that, just a nude one, so I'm not too booby, because I don't like that look. Work came up a lot in the requests. I consider myself very lucky in that I am able to work from home. I feel very privileged to be able to do that, so I don't have to think about corporate dress codes like I used to when I worked in a more traditional office job for the NHS. So this one was, I tried to think about my own version of how I would dress for something that was important to me, a work meeting that mattered to me, and for me that would be going down to London to meet with an agent or a editor or a publishing house. That would be incredibly intimidating for me, incredibly scary. So I would want to definitely dress up for that occasion, and I wouldn't wear what I would usually wear for work to an event like that. And again, I went for a dress because less to think about. I feel really confident in dresses. I really like to wear long dresses, as long as you can see a little bit of ankle so that it makes me look taller. And depending on the weather, I would wear that with maybe a pair of brogues if it was cold and tights, or I would wear it with ballet flats. And again, depending on the weather, I would pop a coat. I'd probably wear my smarter coat over the top, my long grey wool coat, and I would take my backpack with me. I'd probably have things that I needed to take down, notebooks, books, always taking books everywhere with me. You never know when you're going to need a book. The date night one was really interesting because what came up quite a lot was first date. I haven't been on a first date in over 12 years, but thinking about what I would wear on a first date should the occasion ever arise, hopefully it won't, but you never know. It was interesting to think about what I would wear, and obviously I go for date nights with current husband as well, and I would wear the same as what I wear to go out with my husband. What came to my mind was something that I saw on, I think it was on Instagram by Esther Perel, who is a couples therapist, and she has an incredible podcast if you haven't already listened to it. And she talks about how on a first date, the mistake that most of us make is that we're trying to put the very best version of ourselves forward, which is totally understandable. Of course, we want to do that. But what we end up doing is not being our true selves. So you can only keep that up for so long, this best version of you, and likewise for the other person. And then eventually the real yous start to come out, and that's when you realise, oh, this person isn't for me and I'm definitely not for them. So her advice is to always try and be yourself from the very beginning, which I think is really, really good advice. It's very scary advice though. I think being yourself, it sounds so easy, doesn't it? But I think it's one of the very hardest things we can do. But that was my thinking. Like, I would wear the same outfit on a first date as what I would with my husband of almost 10 years. Yeah, because I just want to be myself. So I went for a straight cut pair of jeans again, nice and high-waisted. It is winter at the minute, so I went with a long sleeve roll neck tee, so like quite a soft, cozy material, and a smart pair of brogues, which is an outfit that I'm super comfortable in, feel really confident in. Got to love that high waist and long sleeve. If it was really, really cold, I would put a coat over the top. I would wear both of my coats with this outfit. I'd either wear the really casual, long, waterproof coat if it was raining, or I would wear my long grey wool coat as well. I try not to go out with a bag where I can, but if I did have to go out with a bag, it would depend on what the date was. Like if it was a full day out walking or going to a gallery or going around a town or city, something like that, then I would be more likely to take my backpack. If it was a date where I didn't need as much stuff, then I would be more likely to take my crossbody bag. So situations like the cinema where I probably just needed to take my phone and I could carry my metal water bottle with me, or just, you know, going out for a meal, I would take my crossbody bag. This was my favourite one. This is my go-to occasion every single day, which is a cozy day from working from home. I work from home every single day. I'd never go out to cafes to work or anything like that. I am always here. Number one priority for me when working from home is to be comfortable and feel cozy. Don't get me wrong, there are days when I wear loungewear to work, especially days like, you know, when around my period's due, first few days of that, I am much more likely to just wear loungewear and bask in the privilege of not having to get dressed and go out to the traditional job situation. But usually I'm in something super comfy, something really casual. One of my favourite things to wear is my jumpsuit. It's a really heavy linen material, really nice and structured. When it first came, I thought it was going to drown me actually, but it's got a really lovely shape and it nips in up at the top, so it does accentuate that hourglass shape that I've got, and it doesn't make me look too short. In the summer, I like to wear it with nothing underneath. In the spring, autumn, or if the house is really nice and warm in the winter even, I will wear it with a long sleeve tee underneath. And always for cozy working from home days is socks and slippers. Cannot be without cozy socks and slippers. If I had to run out, I would probably stick my trainers on just to nip out if I had to, and a coat if it was really cold. But that is an outfit that I will wear year round for working from home in Yeah, it's really, really versatile, and it works really well. We both hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a little thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos from me, it would be much appreciated if you would subscribe. What I hope that you have got most from this video, the message that I would really like you to take away from it, is that yes, there are dress codes that sometimes have to be adhered to, but we can always put our own spin on things, and we should always be dressing for ourselves, not for other people. The outfit that makes you feel the most comfortable, you're most confident, whether that, you know, flatters your body shape or not, is always the right outfit to wear. If you've got any more occasions that you'd like to see me style my capsule wardrobe for, let me know in the comments. I'm thinking I might turn this into a little series if it's something that you want to see more of. But thank you so much for watching, and we